We have a Burger King meeting today. I had the most hilarious interaction. Okay, I want to take the crown off, but it was hilarious. So I go for BK. I low-key wished I was filming it. I think the worker thought I had a child, which I don't. I've never even been engaged or married. I don't even know if I want kids, like, as you guys have known. But it's just hilarious. Well, I've never tried BK's Happy Meal before. Kids meal, sorry. I'm just used to like McDonald's Happy Meal. I was like, oh my gosh, we should finally film a video trying it. Probably just basic things. I just thought, why not? It'd be fun. And I went through and was like, what do you guys have on kids meals? Because I just wanted nuggets, which we got nuggets. Are we not surprised? But I've tried enough burgers from here. I also got some onion rings as well. So I go through. She was so sweet and gave me all the sauces and was like, how many crowns do you want? I'm thinking, oh no, oh shoot. Like, she thinks I have kids and I don't. And then I was joking with myself in the back, being like, kids sleeping in the back. I have no kids. There's no kid in the back. Promise. I'm thinking like I'm the kid. I'm thinking I'm the one gonna wear the crown. I'm the one filming a YouTube video. But I was like, sure, why not? So I got a crown. It's been a hot second, and I was like, I'll wear it for the thumbnail. But that's eat. I'm starving. For a drink, I'm not gonna drink it. It's this like Honest Kids drink. I think I tried it before, and it's not that great. I have a Dutch drink. I went to Dutch. I didn't know what they had for drink. The worker actually recommended me zesty sauce with onion rings. I don't know if I'm gonna like, but let's try. Why not? Oh, it might actually not taste bad. Let's see. I'm not sure if the taste, but I like the texture looking of it. Let's grab my other sauces. I think I asked for ranch and honey mustard. Yes. I was trying to remember what sauce I like at BK, and it's honey mustard. But we have ranch as well. Honey mustard. This is like an amazing snack. Yum. That's also open the kids meal too. This is what we have for the toy. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. That's kind of like cute and creative, I feel like. Okay, Burger King. But recently, McDonald's has stepped it up with the Squishmallows, I feel like. Okay, so you do get fries. Cool. We'll have fries with the ranch. BK's fries, I feel like for me are like okay, which is why I got onion rings. BK worker probably was thinking like a mom and daughter kids meal, and then onion rings for me. Not the case, it's all for me. Hold on. My setup lately likes to keep falling. I've kind of realized recently, I don't even know if I want to date either. I think it's just because I haven't found like the right guy for me. I'm so like picky with my standards, and a lot of guys do want kids, and I don't know if I do or not. I'm kind of torn in the middle. Oh my gosh, my phone, hold on, sorry. Okay, we have you on the steering wheel now. I think we're gonna go back to my old setup, which was like a little bit further. It's technically a GPS holder, but I use it for filming too. It's not working like it used to, so that's sad. We're retiring it. But I've tried nuggets. I don't know if I want kids, and I know that's something to talk about like when I do date again. And I know a lot of guys do want kids. Not all, but it's very 50-50. It's hard to say. Problem is, like, I don't know. What's the point of even dating? Like, speaking of dating, one of my guy friends asked me out, but I declined it. Okay, there's multiple reasons. I don't want to ruin the friendship for one. For two, I'm in college right now. And kind of this last conversation I was talking about in this video with you guys, just like, I don't know if I want to date. Like, I just feel like every time I date a guy, like something's wrong. We're not on the same page. I'm tired of the heartbreak. I go on dates and then all of a sudden the guy doesn't want to be with me anymore. Like, I'm definitely very guarded, and so I kind of just feel like there's no point. Like, there's just no compatibility. Like, short term, yeah, but I feel like in the long haul there isn't. And then essentially I'm wasting my time, he's wasting his time, and with my guy friend, like, I don't want to ruin the friendship for that. I'm excited for graduation because there's a restaurant actually in the corner of my eye that I already know that I'm going to in this plaza. It's crazy. It's like a full circle moment because when my friends graduated back in 2019, we went to that same restaurant, but to be honest, back then it wasn't that good. But I think now it's gonna be a lot better. It's a different type of food, so I'm really excited, and it's more my kind of food too. I'll vlog it so you guys will know about it when the time comes, but literally looking at the corner of my eye, and I'm just excited for it, for graduation. So I haven't went yet. I've been wanting to go, but I'm waiting for graduation to be the first time. I mean, technically I've been there before, but it was a different restaurant at the time. I don't even remember what it was called, but it looks so much better now, so I'm excited. I wasn't gonna like plan to go back there. Originally, the old restaurant was like so bad. I really just didn't like their food, but it was like a hot spot for my friends and I in college, so I'd go. But the food looks superior now, so I'm just waiting for graduation to be the first time, because when my friends all graduated, we all got dinner thereafter, and I was like, man, what if this could be me someday? And it's gonna be! To wrap up with dating, this is just my thoughts of where I'm feeling. I'm still kind of healing like from my past too. I feel like DQ Boy was my last ex-boyfriend, but that was like back in 2019. This is 2024 now, and I have dated guys like after DQ Boy. DQ Boy was like that last public relationship, and I would have went public with guys after DQ Boy, but it didn't end up in a relationship. And I'm just typically a private person until it is a relationship. Like, my only public relationships were 2 guys, and it's because, well, my first one was long-term, and just like at the time in high school, like I kind of had to go public because people were bound to find out. You know, I feel like in high school there was like that pressure, whereas like adulthood, I'm really relieved like that pressure's not there. But I did go public because we did become boyfriend girlfriend, and I guess I I just like wanted to. But going into my next relationship, I'm not gonna go public until like 6 months into it, because I want to know like it's for real. That's what I mean. I feel like last time, like when I've dated other guys after DQ Boy, like I didn't go public with any of them because they didn't want a relationship, is what I'm saying. I didn't want to put it out and then be like, oh, psych, April Fools. Even it's like, no, my heart's broken. I want to talk about weddings actually, because with all the dating talk, I thought I would share my experience of how many weddings I've been to. Was I ever maid of honor? Was I ever invited to a wedding? Because there's some tea, like there's some tea. I've only attended 2 weddings of my entire life. First wedding was my Uncle Michael's, my dad's oldest brother. Such a beautiful wedding. I was in middle school, so puberty did not hit me yet. You can tell in the photos. Thankfully though, they're all in New York City. That's where the wedding was. That's the only time I've been to New York. It was beautiful. It's like my uncle is the oldest in the family, and he got married like so later on in life, and that was his only marriage. It was just so beautiful, you know. I was excited to get a new aunt, and I love my Aunt Patricia. It was just beautiful to go and be invited and to witness it. The wedding was at like a church, and then the reception was at this restaurant called X2O, and it was like on the water. The bathrooms were beautiful. It was like so much fun. And then my very first dance was with my father. Awkward. I was in middle school, so I didn't have a plus. And my parents are divorced, but my dad never remarried. I was blessed, his daughter. We had to dance. Doesn't the onion rings look like Chanel? But it's really sad because I think like the maid of honor's boyfriend is no longer her man's, and they broke up. He was like so nice at the wedding, and at one point my dad had danced with maid of honor, and then I danced with her then boyfriend. They were like older, but not old. But her boyfriend was so cool like to talk to and stuff, because I'm thinking like I'm like an awkward like tween, and he was like this Italian older gentleman, and like when we had swapped and danced, it was just like fun, you know? Don't be thinking weird things. I was young and ew. It was just like a fun wedding. Right after that wedding though, I was going into 8th grade, and then I finally had my first dance with a boy, and his name was Andrew, but he went by Drew. Yeah. Then that was like my first real dance at the 8th grade social, yeah. I literally do not care if I say his name or if he's watching, because I have no interest in him anymore. All the middle school crushes, I had a crush on a guy named Austin. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm not into those guys anymore. Like, when you're in middle school, it's so crazy because like you think like, oh, I'll end up with him. Romanticize it. But you haven't even like gotten to the real world yet. I mean, even after graduating high school, I realized there was so much more to life after high school. But in high school, I started to meet more boys. You know, it was different. But I'm just saying, like, even after high school, so that's what I'm saying. When you go back to middle school, I hadn't even like experienced anything yet, you know? Guy names that I've not dated yet. So I'm not like revealing anyone exactly because I've not dated these guys with these names. I would like to date a Kyle or like an Austin. I've crushed on so many Austins in my lifetime. It's crazy. I just never dated any. Maybe like a Johnny. Oh my gosh, there was a kid in grade school. His name was Jonathan. I did think he was super cute, but he was like off limits because one of my friends in grade school thought he was cute. So I was like, got you code. But I was low-key like, oh, he's cute. You know, but we're like all in grade school. Like I would think lots of guys were cute. But like, yeah. There was this one kid in middle school. Oh my gosh, was his name Carlos? I don't even remember. But I remembered I thought he was really cute, but I was going to a different high school. So I was like, it's not even worth it to pursue it. And that's why I didn't, because I never saw him again. I went to a different high school than he did. And he was shy, but because I was going to a different high school the following year, I was like, there's no way. It was just, I don't know, like it's just crazy. When you look back at middle school, oh my gosh. I don't know who my future husband will be. That's, I guess, the exciting part about being single is like, I'll find out, right? Someday, hopefully. Sorry, I had to reposition. I was on my knees like that whole time. And then one of my childhood friends got married, and I got asked to be her maid of honor. And that was during my junior year of high school, actually. Senior year was really eventful for me because I had a relationship, I had prom, my friend's wedding, and then I was gonna be a senior, and I had prom again, and then I graduated. So those 2 years of my life were really eventful. It's crazy to look back in high school because freshman, sophomore years were like the newbie, little flirt years, and then like junior, senior year, I was tied down in a relationship. I was booed up, but then I had like so much to look forward to because I was older, like with classes, extracurriculars, birthdays. Yeah, I don't know. Well, my 16th birthday was pretty rad my sophomore year, I will say. Remember when I had my first kiss, I was like, oh shoot, if we're dating, do I have to invite him to my party? And then when I broke up with him, I was like, I don't have to invite him! So lame. I know, I was such a little brat in high school, like to myself sometimes when I look back. Yeah, but that's just maturity. I feel like everything with my first kiss, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just feel so bad. Because if I knew how to date, I would have handled things differently. Also, it took me until later on in life to really gain like the self-confidence that I have in myself now. It took me until like after the first round of being in college to finally find my self-worth and the value of it. And that's how I was able to be more confident. and myself now. I was supposed to be a bridesmaid for one of my cousins, but it was a complicated time because she was supposed to get married during 2020, but then pandemic. So then she got married the following year after the pandemic in 2021. And her and I kind of also drifted for a time, but also keep in mind, like, her and I do not live in the same state and we're very far from each other. It wouldn't had worked out for me to go anyways, despite like we hadn't talked as much, and also the timing on her end. For me, I'm not trying to say like someone's wedding is wrong. It's their wedding, you know what I mean? But I mean like for me to be able to attend. That's all I mean by that. And then more so in the recent years, there was another friend that got married. Kind of got like an invite for it, but then I couldn't make it. That's why that didn't like play out. But it was also like wrong timing as well, as we started to like reconnect our friendship again. We went through times where like we were close and not, because with our upbringing, we grew up together, but we had a lot of family drama and things that had to like unfortunately drift us, but we would still like keep in touch, but just couldn't always see each other. The last like couple of years were kind of just us like catching up, honestly. I feel like sometimes it's all like in the timing. Like with the last 2 weddings that didn't work out, I think like if it would have been in the right timing, it definitely would have for me to attend, but it wasn't. Also with my last friend that just recently got married, I haven't even met her husband yet, so I understand that completely too. So there's just a lot. I don't know if I'll ever go to another wedding again or not, honestly. I don't know. I don't really have like that many friends like I tell y'all. I mean I do, but not many that get married or ask me to go, or I don't know. But I'm really blessed for the 2 times I was able to go. At the end of the day, it's no hard feelings. You know, everyone plans their wedding how they plan it. That's just how life goes. Because someday, hopefully if I do get married, you know, I'll have it planned my own way. I definitely have a unique way of how I want to plan it. I'm not in a position to get married, but that's why I think about it now, because for one, it's something I want. And for 2, I don't want to be stressed when that time in my life comes. So I actually have a journal of like what all I want for it. So I have some interesting things planned for it in my future, like way down the road, that will be different and that I'll want. So I hope when that time comes, if I still agree with those things, there'll be less stress planning it. Because my goal would be is if I were to get engaged in the future, hopefully down the road, I have to find a boyfriend first. I have to go for the talking stage first. Heck no. I would like to be personally engaged for a year because it's all like in the timing, and when I get married I want it to be in the right timing for my friends to attend, and I also just want it to be planned out well because it's like your once in a lifetime wedding. I want to take my time with the planning process, and I do want to be all like he's my fiance and like say that, but like keep in mind like the wedding, I don't want it to be like full send everything, because I want it to be like God bringing me and my future husband together. Like I feel like that's really important in marrying like the love of your life. I want like that balance for sure, but I definitely want like a summer wedding, so it'll probably be like a year of planning because I want to take my time and plan it right. That's just like the kind of person I am, but everyone's different. Some people have quicker weddings very fast, you know, like my last friend that got married, I originally thought she was gonna get married in the summer. With the time we've had to reconnect, I think I thought, oh, like we'll be good by like summer, you know, because we totally would have been, but that's not how it happened because she ended up getting married a lot sooner in the winter. So, you know, everything just happens in timing and it's okay, but I think if it would have been summer, yeah, things could have been different. But that's all for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am Melanie. Please subscribe. My throat.